Waterscape is full of strife and turmoil. It will take a peerless figure to gather allies and fight off enemy threats. It will take someone with grandiose vision to gain the support of the Great Council. It will take powerful leadership to convince regional guild leaders to lend their trust. Do you have what it takes? Are you the chosen one? Can you prove your mettle and become the ruler of the abyss? So all that fluff about conquering enemies and swaying allegiances? Yeah, you can pretty much forget all that. It quickly fades into the background once you start playing. But while it may be superfluous, it does create an excuse for the gorgeous art, so I won't complain too much. Beneath the attractive veneer lies a pretty straightforward card game. On your turn, you can choose one of 3 actions to execute. The first is exploration. In order to explore, you will reveal 1 ally card at a time until you find the one that you want. There's one small caveat. You have to give every other player a chance to buy the revealed ally before you can choose to take it for yourself. Generally, the best allies will be bought before you get a chance to take them for yourself, so the more cards you reveal, the more opportunities there are for your opponents. It's a simple system, but it packs a fair bit of decision making. You can use exploration to earn some pearls for yourself, or wait until your opponents are low on pearls to better your chances of getting a high value ally card. Occasionally, you'll run across an enemy threat when exploring. Fighting is a binary affair. Either you fight the enemy and take the reward, or ignore it and increase the reward for the next person to fight the enemy. Honestly, it never feels as exciting as fighting an enemy threat should, but it's a minor quibble in the grand scheme of things. At the end of exploration, the remaining ally cards are sent face down to the council in the center of the board, which brings us to the next action you can take. Instead of exploring, you can decide to take one of the piles of cards in the council. Each ally is a member of a guild which is denoted by its color and symbol. The different piles of cards are of a single guild, and since they're comprised of cards passed over while exploring, they're usually less desirable, but when the piles get large enough, they're pretty hard to pass up. Once you've gathered a hearty collection of allies, you'll be able to use them for the third and final available action, recruiting lords. Lords will reward you with influence points and sometimes keys. They also have a cost, and many have special abilities. Costs are paid for with the appropriate ally cards, totaling a certain amount, with any shortfall made up by spending pearls. If you ever end your turn with 3 keys in your possession, you must use them to take control of a location. You can either choose from among the visible land tiles, or draw from the face-down pile. Locations give you bonus points at the end of the game, but they also cover up the Lord's powers, making them unavailable. Presumably, they're too busy ruling the new location to lend a helping hand. The game ends when the Lord deck is exhausted, or a player recruits 7 Lords. The player with the most influence points wins the game. As mentioned previously, you'll get points from Lords and locations, but you'll also get points from defeated enemies and ally cards used for recruitment. You get points for just about everything you do, and when you're not earning points, you're earning pearls, which help you get more points. I'll admit, it feels good to be constantly rewarded for your actions, but when you're constantly being rewarded, it can be a little difficult to discern when you're doing well or poorly. There's a lot to like about Abyss. It's beautiful, and it plays smooth and quick. I really like the push your luck aspect to exploration, and there's some interesting interaction within the lords and their powers. But I'm having trouble getting excited about it. I can't point to anything wrong. It's definitely a good game, but perhaps it's just a case where being good isn't quite good enough.